Welcome back to Eugene. You got it now. In this video, we will talk about the grade 11 statistics and probability for quarter 4 to be specific. The topic is identifying parameters for testing in given real life problems, and we will be guided by these objectives. Number 1, to define the parameters used in statistical analysis. Number 2, identify the parameter to be tested in a real-life problem. And number 3, translate parameters into symbols. Let us learn the terms related to this lesson. The first one, parameter. It is the number that describes the population. This means parameter tell us something about the whole population. So there is a number that talks about our population. These numbers can be in a form of population mean, population variance, population standard deviation, and population proportion. So we will be using symbols that will represent the number that describes our parameter. Later, we will discover what are those symbols. Another term is statistic. And this statistic represents the number of our sample. And let us remember that our interest is all about the population, not the sample. Objective number 3, we have to translate parameter into symbols. So the first symbol is for the population mean. So the first measure is the population mean, and we will use mu. We will use mu for our population mean. For our population variance, we will use the sigma squared. That is our symbol for sigma squared. The third measure is the population standard deviation. We only have sigma. This is the symbol. And for the population proportion, we have letter P. The population proportion is written in percent. So later, as we move along, if we will encounter a number that describes the population in percent, that means proportion. And we also have here the symbols for sample mean. Sample mean is X bar. We are familiar with this one. This is the most popular symbol of average or mean. That is the sample mean, X bar. For the population variance, we have S squared. For the sample standard deviation, we have S. The sample proportion, we have the P hat. So we have to be mindful of these symbols because we will translate our parameters into symbols. Example number 1. Our goal or our objective is to identify the parameter in this problem or in this situation. The average height of adult Filipinos 20 years and older is 163 centimeter for males. Again, let me recall parameter. It is the number that describes our population. The first thing to do here is to determine what is our population. And our population are the all Filipinos 20 years and older. And we have to determine the number that describes this kind of population. And this is the average height is 163 centimeters. And our measure is the average, or this is the population mean. To translate this into symbol, we will simply use mu is equal to 163. So that is how we identify parameter in a given situation. Example number 2. The goal is still to identify the parameter A grade 11 researcher reported that the average allowance of senior high school students is 100 pesos. A sample of 40 students has a mean allowance of 120 pesos. At alpha of 0.01 test, it was claimed that the students had allowance of 100 pesos. The standard deviation of the population is 50 pesos. Now, there are too many informations, no? Too many informations on this problem. Again, parameter, it is the number that describes our population. So the first thing to do here is to identify what is our population. So our population here is all senior high school students. We will look for the number that describes all the senior high school students. And our parameter is average allowance is 100 pesos. It's very clear. The average allowance of senior high school students is 100 pesos. And we also have here another number that describes our population. We have your standard deviation of the population is 50. That also describes our population. So if we are going to translate this into symbol, that would mean mu, that is for the average. Mu is equal to 100 and sigma is equal to 50. That is for the population standard deviation. Problem number 3, identify the parameter on this situation. According to a survey, 63% of the parents are willing to spend extra money for their children's health and educational matters. So, for this one, this is relatively easy because we only have one number. Unlike example number 2, too many informations. But here, it's very simple. No? We have here 63%, and as I inform you, percent means proportion. But the first thing to do again is to recall the population, and it is the parents, no? All the parents. And our parameter is their willingness to spend extra money is 63%. And if we are going to translate this into symbol for our population proportion, we have here P is equal to 0.63. Let us try to answer more problems if we can identify parameters and translate it into symbols. Number 1, television habits of children were observed and found out that the standard deviation is 12.4 hours per week. So our measure is we have your standard deviation, and the value for our parameter is 12.4 hours per week, and our populations are the children. So to write the parameter, we have here television habits of children has an has a standard deviation of 12.4 hours per week. And to write this into symbol, we have sigma. Again, sigma is the symbol for the standard deviation equals 12.4. Problem number 2, a newspaper article stated that the students in the country take an average of 4 years to finish their undergraduate degrees. Suppose that you believe that the mean time is longer. You conducted a survey on 49 students. The result obtained a sample mean of 5 with a sample standard deviation of 1.2. Now, there are a little bit we are not interested for this one because again we are looking for the number that describes our our population. We have here the sample, so that is not our area of interest. Actually, we need to look at the first sentence only. We can have here the population average, and that would take 4 years. So that is the number that describes our population. Our population is the students in the country. That is our population. And the parameter is students in the country finish undergraduate degrees in 4 years. So our measure is the average. So we have here the average. So we will be using mu is equal to 4. Problem number 3. According to Dole, registered nurses in government earned an average monthly salary of 9,700 pesos. For the same year, a survey was conducted on 41 registered nurses to determine if the mean salary is higher than the previous survey. The sample average was 10,000 pesos with a sample standard deviation of 2,500 pesos. Again, this is an example with a lot of information, but we will only consider the first sentence. We can already see that our population are the nurses in the government, and our measure is the average, and the number that describes our population is the 9,700 pesos monthly salary. So our parameter is monthly salary of registered government nurses is 9,700 pesos, and if we will translate this into symbol, mu is equal to 9,700 pesos. Problem number 4. Records of the Department of Health revealed that 14.7% of the country's Filipino smokers have maintained their habit of smoking. We have here a number 14.7%. Again, this is a proportion. We don't have another number, so this is a little bit easy. Our population here is the country's Filipino smokers. So the parameter would be 14.7% Filipino smokers has a habit of smoking. And to convert this into symbol, we have P is equal to 0.147. So notice if we have a proportion, the given is in percentage, but if we will write it into symbol, we will convert it into decimals. Answer these practice items. Pause the video and try to read and analyze it by yourself. Comment your answers below. Another set of practice items. Comment your answers below. Thank you for watching, Eugene. I hope you learned something today. Subscribe for more.